though it's only been a few weeks, I cannot wait for the Premier League to start. So here we go. It is time. It is time to look at my first draft team for 2020 to 2021 Premier League season. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Now, there's a couple of things that I have to mention. Number one is we still got just under a month left before the deadline. So, whatever draft that team that you are seeing right now, it is definitely going to change. And number two, the fixtures ain't announced yet. They will be announced towards the end of the week. Once the fixtures are announced, then we can plan, like proper plan, and start creating a really good team for the next 4 to 8 game weeks. And the last thing that I wanted to mention is we need to watch out for Manchester United and Manchester City players. Wolves could be another team to watch out for. Those teams, there's a lot of talks about their fixtures being postponed or moved in game week 1 and game week 2. So we just need to be aware of that. And if that's the case, let's just say, as an example, Manchester City, they're out of the Champions League right now, right? So they should play in game week 1. But let's just say Manchester United goes through for the Europa Cup. If Manchester United goes through to the final, then their fixtures are definitely going to change in game week 1 and 2. So there will be a little bit of a shift. And what I'm trying to say is, let's just be aware of that, just in case. But for now, we can pretty much create a team. The team that you are seeing right now is pretty much what I would like to go for. But if we find out that, Manchester City or Manchester United's fixtures has been moved and, they don't play in game week 1 or game week 2, then I'll need a new team. And I'm going to go through some of the adjustments. It is so early stages, but this is what we love to do, right? This is what we love to do. We love to change our teams around, and this is why I created this video. And for me, who does a lot of research on FPL and football, I want to go out there and try and find that 4 million player that actually plays. That's my goal. But anyways, one more thing. You guys know that for me, it's all about the eye test. And the only stats that I look at is mostly from the website itself. But this season, I want to do something a little bit different and add more stats into my game and see how that goes. I want to add it to my videos and I want to help you guys along your journey. And I can announce that I am being sponsored by Fantasy Football Hub. So I'm an affiliate with them and I'm going to be using their tools in their website. And here are the membership costs. I will look into getting you guys some discounts, so watch out for that in the next coming weeks. So let's get this started. This is my team so far. And I'll go through some of the changes that I'm thinking of, and this is still early days, right? McCarthy. Now, I was thinking about getting 2 4.4 goalkeepers so I can rotate, and I might actually do that, but it depending on the money that I have. If I don't have the money and I need that for somewhere else, then I won't go for that. I got Trent and Robertson. Now I'm going to be comparing these two in my future videos. But Robertson actually did really well towards the end of the season. On that restart of the Premier League, he actually performed better than Trent. He's got 2 goals, 12 assists and 13 clean sheet points of 7 million. We've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, pretty much going to be the highest defender owned. 4 goals, 15 assists and 14 clean sheet points. Look at that, 7.5. To be honest with you, I actually thought he was going to go 8 million, but I think at the end of the season, he probably will hit that. Look at that, over 50% ownership. It's still early stages and that should drop a little bit, but we will see. And a new player that not many managers out there is talking about. Van Nigra, Wolves defender, that is 4.5. Now, the reason that he's in my team is because Johnny is injured. Johnny is injured. I think he's injured for a long time, and he should be the replacement defender. But we will see in the preseason if he does play. Then I think he is a bargain. All of the Wolves defenders has been upgraded and updated, so they're not like 4.5 million anymore. They're around 5.5 and stuff like that. So he is pretty much the cheapest defender that you can get in the Wolves team, and we know how well they can do. We've got Kevin De Bruyne. Now I know people are gonna say, "Wait a minute, you know their fixtures might be postponed in game week 1." Fine, I understand that, but he will definitely be in my team. I want him in my team. So the strategy here is to have at least 2 or 3 really good captain options. I'm gonna do my best to just go for the premium players and captain them. Whoever has the best fixture, I'm gonna captain them, and that is it. I'm not gonna go for someone completely different. I'm just gonna go with the big hitters, because the big hitters are the ones with, are gonna bring in the points. And as you can see, 13 goals, 23 assists. That's just too much. Saint Maximin here, 5.5. Now I'm going to be creating a video about some of the best and cheap, budget options, and he is one of them. There is a couple of more that I will go and talk about in the future videos, but for now, Saint Maximin here. I really like the way he plays. Now his stats is not the best for last season, 3 goals and 5 assists, but I think, moving into this season, hopefully Newcastle will buy 1 or 2. He is such an exciting player to watch. So he's in the team for now for 5th midfield. Hakim Ziyech, a new player to Chelsea. 8 million. I think this is a really good price tag of 8 million. He's not Premier League proven right now, but he has played Premier League teams like Chelsea, and he performed really well against them. And he's actually a very good player. He's got 6 goals and 12 assists in the Dutch league. And I think he's got a couple of more, goals and assists in the Champions League. So I think that is a good amount. And going into the Premier League and going into the Chelsea side that is, upgrading. They've got Werner right now. That is a really good striker. I think it's around 9.5. But him being 8 million, who's pretty much going to take most of the free kicks and could be, I don't know if he's going to be on penalties, but I think he's definitely going to take the free kicks and corners. I think this is a bargain. 8 million. But we will see how it goes. We will see how the preseason goes for him and Chelsea. Salah, 12 million. Mane is 12 million as well. I'm going to compare them together. I'm going to see who's got better stats that we don't know of. But Salah is going to be my team. 19 goals and 10 assists. And as you can see, that 16 clean sheet points actually does help a lot. Next up is the 2 Manchester United players. It's Greenwood and Martial. Now again, like I said, this is early stages. For now, they're in my team. And if their fixtures are postponed, then they won't be in my team. Maybe I might have Greenwood on the bench or something, but we'll see. I'll have to create another team that I'm just going to go through in a sec anyway. But Greenwood, it's 7.5. I think this is a bargain and in a midfield role in this game. He plays, okay, he does play in the midfield, but he is up there with Martial. 7.5, scored 10 goals and 1 assist. And being in the midfield role is going to give him more points. And this could be, I think this guy is going to be on everyone's teams if he does continue to play. If Manchester United doesn't, buy any new players in that side, then I think he's going to be nailed on. But we'll see. We'll see if they are going to be looking at other players to bring into their team. Got Martial as well, did really well for me, 17 goals and 9 assists, and I think he's just going to improve and improve. With Rashford, Greenwood, Bernard, Pogba, if they add a few more in there as well, I think, yeah, Manchester United's team is going to look really, really good, even better than last season. And for now, I got Antonio, a player that I really wanted last season that just couldn't get, or, you know, it was just that midfield, it was just too packed. And I'm actually quite glad that he's a forward. Even though you get less points, I'm happy because there's a lot of midfielders in this game that we want. And for 6.5, I think this is a bargain. And, you know, he's the main guy for West Ham. We'll see how their fixtures are, but I think he can still do well no matter what fixtures that he plays. He's a really good player. So that is my team. That's how we set it up for now. I got Davis. I got a few cheap 4 million players. I don't want to go through them too much. All we got to do is look at the preseason. If we find out these 4 million players actually plays and, you know, is match fit, then they should play in game week 1 and onwards. But we will see. So that is the thing right now. It's kind of still early stages. For now, this is my team setup. Now, there is a player that I am probably going to have, you know, towards the end of the deadline, and that is Aubameyang. Aubameyang, classified as a forward last season, and now he's a midfield role. 12 million though. 12 million, that is so expensive, and we got too many expensive midfielders. We can't have them all. Can't have them all. And he is tempting me, and I think I might actually have him in my team towards the deadline. But we will see. You know, he does really well against the lower teams. 12 million, that is a lot of money. But I mean, if the fixtures look really good for Arsenal in the first few weeks, I'm definitely going to have him. And of course, if Manchester City and Manchester United fixtures, you know, they change and they get postponed, he's definitely going to be in my team. So he will be on the team. And let's just say Manchester United players, you know, their fixtures are changed and they're not playing in game week 1, then I'll need to make some adjustments. And I'll bring players like maybe Raul Jimenez, or I can even go for Ings. You know, 7.5 is actually quite easy to fit in other midfielders here. But I can do a lot of downgrading. I don't really need to go for Robertson, to be honest with you guys. I could just go with Trent. I can change this player around and go and get myself a 4.5 million defender. You know what? Let's just go for Taylor. Burnley always keeps a lot of clean sheets, so let's just add him in my team. And I got 10 million. And for, you know, it depends on the fixtures. Maybe Song might have a really good fixture run up. He could be in the team. So those are the the slight adjustments that I might do. So those are the things that I'm looking at. Let's look at the new striker from Chelsea, Werner. 9.5. You know, he's not proven in the Premier League, but his record is fantastic in the Bundesliga. Maybe I might go for him, but we will see. It's very early stages, guys, but I wanted to show you guys how my team is looking like, what the structure is, and that is about it. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys as much information as possible. The next videos will be looking at some of the best budget options for, you know, the defense, the midfield, the strikers, the goalkeepers, because there's a lot of expensive players and we do need those little cheap options, and it's always good to see which ones are out there that could do really well for us in the next coming game weeks. But we'll see. There's a lot of changes going to be made. You know, the preseason is definitely going to change that. But yeah, all right, that is about it. If you're new to the channel, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be posting a lot of videos, guys. I'm going to be doing my research. So please subscribe if you're new and follow me on Twitter. If you're watching my videos, always drop a like, as it helps me a lot. If we can get up to about 200 likes, that will be incredible. And if you want to become a member for Fantasy Football Hub, there'll be a link in the description below. But before I go, I just thought I will compare Mane versus Salah. So the difference here is not too much in the points. However, the stats like the amount of touches and, you know, the amount of shots, Salah just does more. And I think maybe he might be more unlucky. And to be honest with you, he should be getting more than Mane. So anyways, I'm going to be looking into these things. I'm going to be adding more stats into my game and learning and which ones are the correct ones to look at to kind of help us to go through this season and see how that actually plans out. Anyways, thank you for so much. Anyways, thank you so much for joining, guys. Hopefully I've given you guys as much as information as possible. The other videos that I'm going to be posting is going to be quick videos looking at some of the best budget options. I'm going to be looking at their stats as well to help you guys out. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.